guys, it's Meg. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. We're doing a little continuation of a series on my channel which you guys really love and have been requesting. Today I'm going to be doing vinyl records that I wish existed, part 3. You guys absolutely loved the first 2 that I did. I'll link part 1 and 2 in the description box down below if you haven't watched them. But yeah, I came up with some really good ideas, so I think you guys would want to watch those videos if you haven't already. This video is actually filmed from quite a big gap between the first 2 that I filmed, and that's purely because I couldn't really think of any vinyl records that were really catching my eye or ones that hadn't been created, because I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of the records that I've seen recently are ones that I would have wanted anyway. So it wasn't leaving much room for the imagination. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it some time, let some singles, let some albums simmer, because sometimes, you know, artists release records that are a little bit later. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give these artists a chance to release the records that I hope do get created. Some of them have created them, some of them haven't. So that's what I'm here for today, to show you guys all the records that haven't been made yet. Well, as I'm filming this video, they have not been made yet. Maybe they have by the time this video is out, I don't know. I'm filming this on July 25th, so hey, if any of these records come out after this video has been filmed, then I manifested it and I'm a psychic and I'd like a bit of the commission of the product. Just a quick little PSA just before we start. I've had the worst cold this week. Literally all of my orifices have been bunged up. My nose, my ears. I've had a really fuzzy head, headaches every day. So yeah, I've had a pretty bad cold this week. So if I sound a little bit sniffly or bunged up, that is why. When I woke up today though, this is the best that I have been feeling. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this opportunity and film. Got like fluff on my lip gloss, that's not cute. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you guys who would watch my channel aren't subscribed. So yeah, I think you'll want to subscribe. It's quite fun here. We have a lot of fun. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and without further ado, here are the vinyls that I wish existed. So a couple days ago, I spent the night editing all my concepts, finding the records that I thought matched perfectly. I also did a little bit of research of vinyl and variants that don't exist. Some of the records I'm showing you, the albums exist on record, but it's not a pressing that I'd like, or the song or album has not been pressed yet. One of the two. Just again, a PSA, if the concepts have been made after this video is out, then what can I tell you? Let's get started. I don't think I have as many concepts like I had in the past 2 videos of this series, but I have got a few. And the thing is, the ones that I've created, I've put thought, like a lot of thought into. Okay, we're gonna start off with some 7-inch singles. I'm not gonna lie, as a record collector, I've really started slowing down on the 7-inch collecting, purely just because 1, there's not many 7-inches that I've really like been that into lately, and 2, they're so expensive. They're honestly adding up to be £20 per single, which I think is a little bit insane considering I could get a whole album for 20 quid. As a vinyl collector, I've not been getting any 7-inches recently. However, there are certain songs that I have had on repeat that I need a 7-inch of. I need it. So here are those songs. First, we have Purple Laced Bra by Tate McRae. Now, I know this isn't a single, but I feel like it needs to be a single. I actually created 2 variants of this because I couldn't decide what album cover I liked best. So here's the first concept. This is a tour photo. So this is Tate performing on the Miss Possessive tour. I edited the cover art to have a purple light on her, and then I found the logo, or like the title track for Purple Lace Bra, on Pinterest, and then I just put that in a small little text in the corner. And the pressing itself, I've made this light purple marble. It kind of reminded me of lace. I thought the pressing needs to kind of resemble lace or a design that would potentially be on a bra, and I thought this is a really good concept. And then the center sticker photo, I actually got this photo off Pinterest, but it's of her bra costumes that she's wearing on tour, and I thought that was like low-key genius to have as the center sticker. And again, I did edit it to have a purple hue on the photo. And then for the alternate cover of this single, we have the photo of her tour outfits as the cover art. I've basically just switched the photos around, so the photo of her under the stage is now as her center sticker with the same marble variant, because I really like this pressing. Okay, the next 7-inch I have created is by Somba. Somba hasn't released any of his singles on 7-inch as far as I'm aware, which I think is a missed opportunity because his songs are incredible. So I have Back to Friends as one. So I've just taken, I think this is the cover art for the single on Spotify. So I just use that as the cover art for the single. And then for the pressing, I did a smoky grey. I think it matches the cover art. I think it matches the vibe of the song. And then for the center sticker, I think this is from the music video, and it's of him and a girl as the center sticker, because I just thought that makes sense for the song. And then today, as I'm filming this, Somba's new single, is it 12 to 12? Just came out. I listened to it. Oh my god, guys, I'm obsessed. I listened to it while I was getting ready. I listened to it about 5 times in a row. Genuinely, this is such a good single. So I was like, right, I need to quickly make this for the video. Yeah, I literally made this about 5 minutes ago. I can't. So if it's a little bit rushed, that's why. I just had to get the concept down. I was really deciding on a cover art, but I decided to go for this one, and I took this from, I think it was Addison Rae's Instagram, where she's showing the behind the scenes, because obviously she's featuring in the music video, and it's her dancing with Somba. And I like that it's the back of Addison, because Addison doesn't feature in it. I thought she was going to feature in it, but she doesn't. She's just in the music video. So I think it's good that it's like the back of her head. I absolutely love the color contrast and the lighting of this photo. It looks so cool. I like that you can see Somba in like the main focus, and I like the almost greenish bluish tint to the photo. It looks really like a disposable camera. And then for the pressing, I thought an orange splatter would match perfectly. It matches the color hues of the photo. I just think it's really complimentary. And then as the center sticker is of Addison dancing. Overall, I just think this really encapsulates the vibe of the song, if I do say so myself. And then I think this is the final 7" I've created. Yeah, this is the final 7". It's Party For You by Charlie XCX. She recently did a repress of all of her discography for Urban Outfitters. Unfortunately, it's not available in the UK, which is really annoying. So I was like, let me do a Party For You 7" because I absolutely adore this song and it has resurfaced its popularity. So for the cover art, it is a screenshot from the Party For You music video. I really love this photo personally. And then the pressing is a clear glitter pressing. I don't know what's more perfect than a clear glitter pressing for a song that is called Party For You for a start, and the meaning of the song and the aesthetics of the music video. I think this song should only be pressed on a glitter pressing. Maybe silver, but silver's a bit generic. Like, I want a glitter pressing for the single. And then the center sticker is just the track list name Party For You repeated, because that's very brat. It just matches the vibe. I really like it. I really hope that this is either like a record store day release or potentially an anniversary of the song, something like that. Okay, now moving on to the 12 inches. So one of my favorite records to collect are live albums. I absolutely love live albums. I think they're incredible. And I don't think we get too many of them. So I've created some live albums of my favorite artists. The first one is Tate McRae on the Miss Possessive tour. I really wanted to go to this tour and I would have gone. I couldn't really fork out the money to go this year, unfortunately, which I was gutted about because I did really want to go to this tour, but next time. But this is the concept that I've come up with. Here's the first variant. Now, I put a lot of work into this, right? The editing is not perfect. It is not perfect, and I'm not saying that it is, but hopefully you can kind of see my vision. Okay, so in the forefront of the image, it is Tate like bending over. I think this photo might have been taken during sports car. I'm not 100% sure. I found it on Pinterest. And I decided to have her kind of as like an overlay because her hair is such a big feature of her. I was like, how about I have it like there's something going on in her hair? And I kind of made her like an overlay. And then within her hair, you have a photo of Tate and her dancers performing on the stage. I think this could definitely be edited a lot better. And I was working with very limited apps. I'm quite happy with the result. I think this could be quite cool. And then obviously in the top left corner, I have Tate Miss Possessive Tours, just so it makes it clear that it's a live album. And then for the pressing, I thought orange is the colour theme for this album, so that'd be perfect. So orange is the base colour, and we have a white marble and a black splatter throughout, and then we have a photo of Tate performing as the centre sticker. I really like this one. I think it's really, really cool. I love how the pressing complements the front cover. Could it be edited better? Yes, but here is the concept. Something like this I think would be really cool. I did create a second cover because, again, I was a little bit torn. I didn't really know what direction to go in. So here's the second cover. It is a little bit more simple, not as graphic designy as the last one, but again, it's of Tate performing, and then it just has Tate Miss Possessive Tour smack bang in the center. So I think this could work really well as well, and I've kept the same pressing because I really like that pressing, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to change it. Okay, the next live album is Sabrina Carpenter for the Short and Sweet tour. Again, I've created two cover variants. I can't decide. I'm very indecisive, and also artists do variants all the time, so why not have two alternate variants for it? So the first one is this one, which is a screenshot of her at the very beginning of the show. It has the Short and Sweet show projected on the back curtain, and she's running out of the bathroom in her robe, and it just encapsulates the aesthetic and the beginning of the tour, which I really like. And then the pressing, I thought we'd do a baby blue and baby pink split, as they were the two very common colours within the show. And then the centre sticker is her kneeling down in her iconic sparkly boots. I really like this pressing. I really hope this becomes a thing because I absolutely love the colour coordination as well that I've done. Can we give myself props? I've done so well with these variants. The colour combos are just perfect. My ego is talking now, but I am really proud of these, and I really hope that someone on any of these artist teams are watching. Please invite me to be on the design team, because I have some great ideas, guys. I love how all these videos are like me trying to look for a job. Okay, and then the second variant for short and sweet, I really like this one, I really do. The front cover is, I think it was of the tour poster, I'm pretty sure, and on the front it says short and sweet tour, it's even sweeter, starring Sabrina Carpenter as Sabrina Carpenter. Perfectly encapsulates the vibe of the show and the aesthetics of the album, as she was kind of going for that 50s magazine advert vibe. And then the variant, I saw this really cool brown and pink splatter patchwork, I guess, and I thought it really matched the vibe of the front cover. And then as a center sticker throughout the whole tour, Sabrina had little messages. So for example, she had a different quote on her tights every night, or she had something different that was said on the bottom of her shoes. So I have this one where it says mother on the bottom of her heels, and I just thought, again, it's very Sabrina Carpenter coded, so I really like this one as well. Let me know in the comment section down below which variant of this one you prefer. You know what, this is one of those situations where if these both existed, I would buy both variants, I can't lie. Okay, moving on, we have some movie soundtracks. You guys know I absolutely love a movie soundtrack, and not a lot of movie soundtracks are pressed on record. They've started reading them out slowly, like I saw a Clueless one the other day, which I do want to get at some point, but there are some that just haven't been made yet. Now, this one that I'm about to show you is inevitable. Of course they're going to make this on record, but in this variant style, I don't know. I'm just putting my stable here first. I created this before it was created, okay? It's the Wicked for Good soundtrack. Now, obviously, I've not got much to work with because the movie's not out. There are very limited photos of Wicked for Good. All I really have is the movie poster and the trailer. I was looking through the trailer, couldn't really find a photo that I really wanted to have as front cover, so I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it simple. Let's stick with the movie poster as the front cover. And then for the pressings, guys, I can't lie, I'm really proud of these. So the first one is a translucent purpley blue marble, which perfectly encapsulates the color of her dress. Look at her dress compared to this pressing. I'm obsessed, and I was so proud of myself for actually getting it so correct on the color. I'm gonna toot my own horn with this. I was so proud of this one. This is like one of my best ones. Pat myself on the back. But I really love this. I just hope they create a variant like this, because then it just perfectly encapsulates Glinda's dress. And then the second variant, this is kind of similar to what we kind of have with the first one, but it's more of a marble darker green, which again is perfect for Elphaba, and it matches the sky on the front cover on Elphaba's side. I'm really happy with this. It's quite simple, but I just love it, and I really hope we're going to get a variant of this where it matches Glinda's dress perfectly. Oh, and as a center sticker for Glinda's pressing, I put a photo of Glinda and Elphaba holding hands. I think this was from the trailer I screenshot this from, and then on Elphaba's it's her hand. The next movie soundtrack is Cinderella. Now, I love Cinderella. It is one of the best live actions ever, hands down. Out of all the princess live actions, Cinderella 2015 version is #1. It is unbeatable, but it's not pressed on vinyl as far as I'm aware anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. I do have two variants of this because I'm indecisive. The first one is just the standard one where we've got the Cinderella movie poster essentially. It's not the traditional movie poster, so it's a close-up of Cinderella's glass slipper, and it just has Cinderella at the top, and then the pressing is a very classic marble light blue. I thought this is perfect, can't really go wrong, and the center photo is a photo of Cinderella and Prince Charming dancing. Yeah, that's the first variant, and then the second variant is actually a picture disc. I have to have a picture disc of this movie. I have to, I'm sorry. So on the first side, I thought it would be perfect to have Cinderella twirling as the first side of the picture disc, because then as the record is spinning, it's like she's spinning to transform her dress. I just love how this looks. Like, imagine this on a record player from a bird's eye view. And then the second side is a shot of Cinderella and Prince Charming as well, because I was like, I have to have Cinderella and the Prince on there. I really love this picture disc. One of these two variants are great, but if out of these two variants, if one was to be created, I want it to be the picture disc. Okay, next we have Pitch Perfect. Now, I don't talk about this ever, but Pitch Perfect is one of my favorite movie franchises ever. Now, this is pressed on record. Pitch Perfect 2 and 3 are the most common ones. Pitch Perfect 1, I don't think is actually pressed on record. If it is, please correct me. However, it is impossible to come across, and in the UK, I literally never see it. I can't lie. Even on secondhand sites, I just don't see it. So here is me creating a Pitch Perfect 1 soundtrack. We have the movie poster, classic, and the pressing, let's have a yellow and purple split to match the colour theme of the front cover. And the centre sticker, I saw this on Pinterest, I had to, and it's all the Bellas putting their hands in, but it looks like a the 2015 Tumblr photo. I love it. It's so cool. And I just love the whole vibe of this record. I need this in my collection. I need it. And the final movie soundtrack that I'm going to show you is of a live action that came out recently. Again, another franchise that is my absolute favorite that I don't really talk about on my channel is How to Train Your Dragon. Ever since those movies came out, I've been a big fan of How to Train Your Dragon franchise. I absolutely adore that franchise. It is one of the best ever. And when the live action was coming out of it, I was a little bit nervous. I was so excited, but I was nervous because I was like, oh, all these live actions lately haven't been great. Like with Disney, the only ones I actually enjoyed were Cinderella and The Little Mermaid. All the others, I'm a bit like, So when they were coming out of a How to Train Your Dragon live action, I was a little bit skeptical, I was a little bit nervous, but I watched it. Oh my god, guys, if you have not watched this live action, it is incredible and it is so accurate to the cartoon. I've watched this cartoon way too many times to even count. It is literally almost scene for scene accurate, which I was so happy about. And they even added some character development to other characters that you don't really get in the cartoon, and I love that element because it gave some characters more depth. Honestly, a solid 9 out of 10 live action, so I had to create a record for it. I probably will come out with this at some point. The movie hasn't been out for long, so that's probably why they've not made a vinyl of it yet, but we have obviously the movie poster of Hiccup and Toothless, and for the first pressing variant we have a red and black smoke splatter, I want to call it. Black and red perfectly encapsulates Toothless. And then there's a center sticker. I zoomed in on the How to Train Your Dragon logo on the O where it's shaped as a dragon. Because it's curved round, I thought as the record is spinning, it looks like the dragon's spinning. I thought that would be really cool. And then the second variant for How to Train Your Dragon, I thought I'd go a little bit more neutral for the whole movie because that one was more of like a Toothless pressing, where this one is going to be more of like a general movie pressing. And it is it's very nature rustic kind of pressing, but it's a brown and yellow marble. You've got hints of green, red, brown, yellow, and I thought it perfectly encapsulates sunsets. To me, this colour looked like burp. To me, anyway. It gave off very Viking vibes as well. I just thought this pressing would be really good as an alternate variant. Okay guys, we're down to our last 2 records that I wish existed. The next one is another vinyl variant of Jade's new album, that's Showbiz Baby. This album's not out yet. It comes out, I think it's September 19th, if I'm not wrong, or 17th. Love the variant of it. I am going to order it, don't you worry. But however, I did want another alternate cover because she's done a lot of variants for the record. However, I want another alternate cover. So that's what I did. I created an alternate cover. I got this photo of Pinterest and I thought it's quite fitting for the name of the album, that's Showbiz Baby. So it's on the front, it's her posing with a bunch of paparazzi. I put the Jade logo in the top left. And then for the pressing, I thought I'd do a gold, black and white splatter. She has already done a gold pressing on her web store, so I wanted to kind of keep that theme going, but then just add a little bit extra. This could be a Blood Records exclusive variant, this could be a store exclusive variant, something like that, or this could even be a deluxe record of the album. Then we have Addison by Addison Rae. There are quite a few variants of this, and I've heard some people say they were disappointed with the vinyl variants of this album. I think they're good. So she's got like the core colours of the album, however I thought we could go a bit more of an adventurous direction. So this variant could either be an anniversary edition, it could be a deluxe, it could be a web store exclusive, something like that. So here it is, we have an alternate cover, and again this is from the album photo shoot, and in the pressing, it is a clear splatter pressing, but look at the splatter colours. It is neon pink, neon yellow. I just think it really goes. It so goes with her vibe. And then the centre sticker is just the Addison album title. I really like this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I was really proud of this one. I was like, wait. I'm actually blowing my own trumpet so much. You guys might look at these and be like, these are like crap. Like, I could have done better. But I was really proud of them. And then again, I've done another alternate version. This could be either a Blood Records exclusive, something like that. Even though I know she's already done a Blood Records variant where it was like the liquid filled one, but this could be another one. And again, it's from that same photo shoot, just a close up of her face with her hair a bit more messy. Look at this pressing. It is like a star. It's hot pink, orange, yellow with white splatter marble in the center. This is a perfect vinyl variant for Addison. And then the center sticker is her photo shoot with a butterfly, very leaning into that hippie 2000s girly pop vibe. I just love it. I really love it. I hope that this becomes a thing or something very similar. If we're going for like that 2000s theme, I want the full thing. I want her to go in full swing. So there you go, guys. They were the records that I wish existed part 3. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the variants that I created. Would you change some things? Would you add some things? Or do you think they were perfect just as they are? Also comment down below any records that aren't pressed on vinyl that you wish existed. And if you guys love this one, I'll happily do a part 4. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time with a brand new video. Bye!